What's up, everybody? I'm Flash. This is One Man's Opinion, the show where we cover just about everything, and today we got another epic rap battle reaction coming at you. It's Babe Ruth versus Lance Armstrong. This is one I've been looking forward to for a long time. I've kind of held it back for a while because it's one I wanted to save. You know, you don't want to use all the best ERBs up front when you're doing these reactions. I know this one gets crazy, but it was finally recommended by somebody in my comments, and when somebody recommends one, well, that's what I do. And so we're getting into this one today. By the way, before we get into this one, I know in my intro I say that this is the channel where we cover just about everything. And I want you guys to know that I don't just say that. I really do cover like a wide range on my channel, and I'm always open to expanding. So a couple of things that I've noticed lately. My channel's been growing here lately, and a lot of you are kind of new to the channel and you don't know what all I do here. So the first thing I would say is, if you get the time, if you get the chance, or if you have the notion to do so, head over to my playlist. I try to keep everything broke down so that it's easily findable. And take a look at those playlists I have set up on the channel. You might find something else that I do here on the channel that interests you, because the algorithm doesn't always show you when I post all of my videos. They just show the ones that you are most likely to click on. And for a lot of you, that's ERB. For the other half of my audience, that may be voice play. But I really cover a wide range of topics. Lately, I had somebody ask me about anime and if I had covered certain anime, if I had talked about them on the channel, and I had, and I directed them to the playlist, and they were able to find it, and they appreciated it. But it's come to my attention that you all are not getting access to everything that I actually do cover on this channel. So be sure to check out those playlists. And the second thing I would ask you to do is always, if you're curious about something, go down to the comments and just leave a comment on a video. Say, hey man, I know that you might be into this. You seem to be into movies. You seem to be into books. You seem to be into video games. You seem to be into anime. You know, anything that you can think of. Have you covered this? And either I'll be like, yeah, man, I covered this. This is where you can find it. Or I'll be like, no, I actually haven't covered that, but that is something that I might be interested in looking at. So, like, it can never go wrong. And eventually I will run out of these epic rap battles. So, like, right now is an important time for my channel to start introducing some of you to some of my other content. And so if any of that interests you, I'm sorry for the long intro. I try not to do this often, but if any of that interests you, be sure to check out my channel, the playlist, or leave some comments below. All right, now let's get right into this. I don't want to hold you up any longer. It's a short one, but man, it's good. Big Babe Ruth, the great Bambino.
Before I let loose with this ruthless aggression, I'll let you be the second fat woman here in my confession. I admit it, I did what I had to do to win. I'm an athlete, you're a specimen of sin.
Okay, all right. He's about to get into it. Let's hit it one more time.
Before I let loose with this ruthless aggression,
okay, there's a double entendre on Babe Ruth's name. Before I let loose with this ruthless aggression, I'll let you be the
second fat woman here in my confession.
Second fat woman here in my confession. I remember when this happened. I remember how it shook the world, man, and everyone was so heartbroken that he had taken the steroids. Even though there's been a lot of like people come to his defense since then, because, well, I won't get into it too much. From my understanding, a lot of the other athletes in the Tour de France and in bicycling were also on PEDs. But that's neither here nor there. I remember this very well, and he had that confession on Oprah where he came out and he admitted to using PEDs. So it kind of broke up his foundation pretty bad. You know, the yellow bracelets, Live Strong, everyone had them. And so that's what he's talking about here.
I admit it, I did what I had to do to win. I'm an athlete, you're a specimen of sin. With your drinking and smoking and choking down food. I know French dudes with better manners than you.
Oh, France catching a stray right there. Yeah, no, he's going in on Babe pretty hard here, talking about Babe was kind of a man of overindulgence a little bit.
Sin with your drinking and smoking and choking down food. I know French dudes with better manners than you. So swing, batter, show me what a fatter rapper can do. Ooh. I beat cancer, I can sure as hell crack.
Oh, I like that finish a lot from Mr. Armstrong right there. But I like this rhyme scheme even more.
With better manners than you. So swing, batter, show me what a fatter rapper can do.
I don't know, it just comes off the tongue so well. Swing, batter, show me what a fatter rapper can do. It just comes off the tongue so well, it hits the ear well. I like that a lot.
I beat cancer, I can sure as hell crack you.
And then that's like a pinnacle flex right there. We talk about flexing a lot on this channel. Some flexes kind of land flat. I do like to have some flexing in my rap battles, but when you can flex something that few other people who have ever existed can flex, when you can make that kind of flex, then it's like, okay, I see what you're doing and I like it a lot. Now, a lot of people have beaten cancer, but a lot of people haven't. And he had such a strong influence on research for cancer and people, you know, like I said earlier, the Livestrong bracelets, that him beating cancer was like a monumental kind of thing that happened. And so huge flex for Lance right there. I like it a lot. Not a great round though. He didn't really dig deep into Ruth a whole lot. He could have gone after the Babe a lot harder, I felt like. So we'll see what Babe's got for him. Let's back it up. Hold on.
I beat cancer, I can sure as hell crack you.
Strong, beat cancer. Congratulations. Now I'll drop your ass faster than your own foundation.
Ooh.
Face with an Olsen twin. That's the sensation. She's just a little girl. Would you give her a bracelet?
Oh, with the rebuttal.
The crotch. She was born as a Tour de France to watch.
Ooh, okay, hold on. He got no, Babe. I can't even. Babe Ruth came out in one word. Babe. Holy cow! See, this is another level. Like, Lance's verse was fine. It was cool and all, but this is nuts.
I beat cancer, I can sure as hell crack you.
Strong, beat cancer. Congratulations.
First of all, out the gate, he comes at him and makes his biggest accomplishment, his big, verse ender where he talked about, I beat cancer, I can surely crack you. He turns that into a joke. He kind of makes it like, oh, well, big deal. Beat cancer, congratulations.
Now I'll drop your ass faster than your own foundation.
That hurt Lance's soul. That hurt him deep right there, because his foundation dropped him in quick, fast, and in a hurry. It was not pretty.
Face with an Olsen twin. That's the sensation.
And then that's a rebuttal for the ages right there. He talking about drinking, smoking, and eating a lot of food, and then he says, "You want to talk about sins, big dog? The Olsen twins?" And then he taps it off with the bracelet bar. He's picking apart the man's whole verse in the first 4 lines. I mean, just and destroying him in the process. This is the coldest open maybe for anybody. Just coming out the gate, knocking somebody's head off like this. This is cold, man.
She's just a little girl. Would you give her a bracelet? Oh, nature knows you ride too tight in the crotch. She was born as a Tour de France to watch. So come on, little buddy, don't look so pissed. With all that blood and attitude, you're like a menstrual cyclist. You set records. So come on, little buddy, don't look so pissed. With all that blood and attitude, you're like a menstrual cyclist.
Listen, the Tour de France is boring. Like watching a bike race on TV is not something a lot of people are going to line up to do. So that's a fair punch. But that cyclist bar, crazy disrespectful. Like, next level disrespect right there coming from the great Bambino. Holy cow, man. Yeah, round 1, Babe Ruth. Round 1, Babe Ruth.
Like a menstrual cyclist. You set records before black men could compete. Are you kidding me? That's like having a pasta contest without Italy. You're an orphan who found his way to fortune and fame. Just think what you could have done if you would have actually trained. On the pinnacle of physical condition, while you dip your stick in prostitutes and call it bobble tipping.
Oh, okay, all right, hold up. Let's back it up one more time. Let him run on it again. Hold up, nope, I missed it. Back it up, come on.
Like a menstrual cyclist.
You set records before black men could compete. Are you kidding me? That's like having a pasta contest without Italy. You're an orphan.
That's hilarious, but he almost undercuts himself with this next bar, in my opinion. So, like, that's a really smart way to set up a bar and be like, hey, man, you were setting records before black people could compete. So that's like having a pasta contest without Italy. It's like having a competition and not inviting whoever's the best at it to be involved in that competition. It's a really smart way to set up a diss on Babe Ruth and everything that he accomplished. But then he undercuts it with this next line.
Way to fortune and fame. Just think what you could have done if you would have actually trained.
Now look, Babe Ruth's records are still monumental, the home runs, like when somebody reaches that marker in baseball, it's still a big deal to this day. And so when you say think what you could have done if you would have actually trained. You're just tipping your cap to the guy. If Babe Ruth is still like a benchmark for baseball, for people to reach. Now, people have reached it and surpassed it several times over, but still for a lot of people, that's a benchmark to reach in baseball with those home runs. You're saying that it might not have mattered so much if black people had been competing, because if he had actually trained, he'd have been even higher, and that goal for people to reach would have been set even higher. But what I'm saying is that if you elevate him even higher by saying that to me is more of a compliment to him, saying that he didn't even have to train to reach a level that most people aspire to get to. That's what I'm trying to get at.
On the pinnacle of physical condition, while you dip your stick in prostitutes and call it foul tipping. Are you tripping?
And that one doesn't hit as hard after that Olsen bar. Like, come on, man. Like, it still hits. It's still a punch. But, like, you know, you're still going down that sin route, and things that he did that he shouldn't have been doing. He kind of already, you know, cut your legs out from under you there, Mr. Armstrong.
You'll be nothing but a skeleton. Messing with the fellow in yellow who will be pedaling like hell up in the
Oh, but I do like the rhyme scheme. Let's hear that one more time. Run that back.
Think what you could have done if you would have actually trained. On the pinnacle of physical condition, while you dip your stick in prostitutes and call it foul tipping.
I like that double.
You'll be nothing but a skeleton. Messing with the fellow in yellow who will be pedaling like hell up in the peloton.
All right, so, you know, call it foul tipping. It's a cool little double play on words there. And then, you know, the cool rhyme scheme right there at the end. But he's still not really saying much. He said, you'll be nothing but a skeleton messing with the fellow in yellow. And it's like, yeah, okay, he's just saying, you know, you're dead and gone and I'm still around, I guess. But he's still just not saying much to him. And this to me seems like a slam dunk Babe Ruth.
Against the toxin in a bathing suit filled with more artificial ingredients than a baby Ruth.
Oh.
Too soon, but I'm calm and shot. I'm not talking about those Italians who wedges you brought the salt and
Oh, my goodness.
Around the base to the sound of uproaring applause while you hang your head in shame and disgrace because you got lost and forgot what real sportsmanship was. You look tired, kid. You got Cheryl Crow's feet eyes. Paddle on to France and maybe bring me back some fries. But if you step to Ruth in the mic, I'll fan your fancy bite, you know. You're out for 3 strikes and just 1 ball.
Oh!
Who's next?
Oh! Oh! Stop it. Stop. I'm going to run it back. I'm going to break it down. Babe Ruth won. If you want to stay for the breakdown. If not, let me hear in the comments below. Is there another one you want me to react to? I'm gonna break it down if you want to hang around, but it's pretty self-explanatory. This is disgusting. In the best way. Shout out to PEDs, and bringing in the Baby Ruth with it is just a smart setup. Like, the whole setup for that bar is just freaking genius. More artificial ingredients than a Baby Ruth. Are you kidding me? Like, that is, whoever wrote this was on top of it. They didn't even give Lance a chance either. Give Lance a chance. Hashtag give Lance a chance.
So when I'm calm and shot, I'm not talking about those Italians who wedges you brought the...
I'm calling my shot now. He's just doubling down on it. And, like, sometimes you hit somebody with the same type of bar. I've talked about this in other videos, and those of you who are regulars will know where I'm going with this already. Sometimes you hit somebody with the same type of bar, it's just repetitive. Like, you call somebody fat, the same thing. You know, it's like the same thing over and over and over again. But the way he's mixing it up and the way he's coming at you, like, you don't know where he's going to hit you. You might know what punch is coming, but you don't know where the strike is going to land next. Like, I know he's about to make another PEDs joke, but I have no idea. Like, the setup for it is different. He is just working angles here, and then he'll just come out of nowhere with it. It may be way too soon, but I'm calling my shot, and that's obviously a reference to Babe Ruth calling his shot, you know, pointing over the fence. It's another level. The Sultan of SWAT, another one of his nicknames. Like, it's so awesome that I'm almost forgetting to really talk about what's being said.
I'm talking about those Italians who wedges you brought. The Sultan of SWAT will knock you right out of the park and round the basin to the sound of uproaring applause while you hang your head in shame and disgrace because you got lost and forgot what real sportsmanship was.
And that, to me, I know it's not like the one that you go, oh, you know, you don't lose your mind over that. But you hear that, and that, I think, even more than the one testicle joke that's coming up here in a second, even more than that, I think if this was a real rap battle, that would hurt Lance more than anything. Babe Ruth talks about knocking it out of the park and rounding the bases to the sound of uproaring applause. Lance Armstrong was at one point in like probably one of, if not the most recognizable athlete on the planet because of what he battled against and overcame. And you talk about a man who would get that uproaring applause from anyone because everybody wants to see somebody overcome cancer. Like, everybody wants to see that. But then to find out that that hero cheated in winning those races devastated people. And for a long time, I don't know what the public opinion on Lance Armstrong is now, but for a long time, everyone was angry and hurt. And to me, man, talking about that and talking about the loss of the fan support from a guy who was once so beloved by the public, that to me would be the dagger. That hits somewhere deeper than a surface level. Like, yeah, you lost 3 strikes and just 1 ball. That hurts on like a man level, but it's also like a physical thing. But this loss of fan support, that's got to hurt badly. Like I just can't imagine. To me, that's the true dagger here.
You look tired, kid. You got Cheryl Crow's feet eyes.
He's just roasting him.
France and maybe bring me back some fries. But if you step to Ruth in the mic, I'll fan your fancy bite. You know you're out for 3 strikes and just 1 ball.
And then that at the end, 3 strikes and just 1 ball. That's just the icing on the cake at this point. Just that disrespectful. He did not let up. He at no point, he killed him and then kept kicking the body. There was no quit. This was absolutely savage. And one of the most, I think he picked Lance apart in a way that few other people have been picked apart in a rap battle. And look at that face. Just remember that face right there, ladies and gentlemen. Lance Armstrong will wake up at night from a horrible nightmare in a cold sweat. And that'll be the last face that passes through his brain as he remembers this rap battle. All right, there it was. There's my breakdown. Babe Ruth, Lance Armstrong. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Let me know what I missed in the bars. Let me know what you want to see me do next. Don't forget to go check out my other playlists. I know that there's stuff in there that some of you would be interested in that you might have missed. Other epic rap battle breakdowns that I've already done that maybe you didn't get to see. All that stuff. Go check out those playlists. I guarantee you'll probably find something that interests you. I just started playing Hogwarts Legacy. I'm going to be uploading those videos. They're going to be round about an hour a piece just of my gameplay going through the game, cracking jokes. That first one was kind of me just learning, so it's a little slower. But as episodes go and I get more comfortable, I'm hoping to have a lot of fun with it. I'm hoping you will have a lot of fun watching it and hanging out with me in the comments below, telling me stuff. Just don't add spoilers. I don't want to know any spoilers because I'm going to play through the game probably multiple times from different houses. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for stopping by. This has been One Man's Opinion. Thanks.